and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety, and today we are gathered here to watch our stories. We're here to watch Monday Night Raw. Couple quick housekeeping items, so if you haven't voted on the poll on the community tab, go ahead and vote. Basically, I'm trying to scale back our reaction operations once again. For a little while, we were just doing the SmackDown reactions, and then we were just bopping back and forth because everybody was bopping over just between Raw and SmackDown all the time. They're still kind of doing it, but honestly, we've been doing it for several months now, and I kind of just need a break. It seems like a majority of y'all want me to keep going with the Monday Night Raw reactions, so, I mean, if you want me to keep doing the Monday Night Raw reactions, I mean, that's what the poll is there, but that's just what I saw the last time, well, before we got started tonight, so just go ahead and vote on the poll in the community tab, and we'll probably make the full switcheroo over more than likely towards the end of October, probably, because I want to make it to 3 years on the SmackDown reactions, selfishly. Speaking of SmackDown, we'll actually not be around for the SmackDown reactions the next 2 weeks. I will actually be at the Cincinnati SmackDown this upcoming Friday. And then, of course, well, we've got the 2 Australia shows right in the middle of the month. We will be covering the Premium Live event that's in Australia, but we won't be covering the SmackDown or Raw because I think they start at like 8 o'clock my time or something like that. And, well, I work. So, I mean, there's that. So, those are the housekeeping items. Go vote in the community tab poll, and no SmackDown reactions for the next 2 weeks. We've got quite a show tonight, to say the least. The main match that we've got on the docket, of course, is indeed a Tornado Tag Team match with the Usos and Bron and Bronson Brigade, and we're still in the lead up to Crown Jewel. So we have a lot of ground to cover tonight, and we'll just have to see what happens moving forward. So as per usual, grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, make sure that you're taking care of your mental health, and let's just jump right into it, people. Alrighty, people, here we go. We got Rhea Ripley kicking off Monday Night Raw. And I put a smiley face in my lower third because it's not the Vision that's, like, kicking off the show for once. Yeah, that did. Right? See, Rhea knows about this. She knows how this goes. How are we gonna settle things in the ring tonight, Rhea? Oh, she's calling out the Kabuki Warriors. But remember last week, too, Kairi was, like, kind of hesitant to, like, go after Io and everything? And, well, speaking of Io, here comes Io. See, we're finally getting another story that's, like, you know, not involving the World Championship, but like it was still a significant role in it, right? Like this is one of these cases where you don't need a championship to tell a good story. Of course, Rhea and Io, they've got a lot of history this year alone, but they go back, of course, as we've established here on the channel. Man, I feel for Io. Oh no. Rhea knows a thing or two about this whole situation, Io. I'd probably trust Rhea on this whole situation, even though you can't trust anybody on this show. Oh, things got dark. Dude, look at that cool makeup that Asuka's got on. That's awesome. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Io never said that Rhea was her family. That you try to forget about me. Oh, Kairi's like, yep, that's a thing. Oh no. Just apologize to me like you should. Be like Kairi. Kairi's still on the fence about this. You can see. You can see in her facial expression. We were talking about this last week during the match. Rhea knows exactly what's going on here. She would know. Yeah, I would listen to Rhea probably. Io's done so much and she's been doing amazing. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. You were burned by your family before. And there's a lot of respect between Io and Rhea too. I can't blame Io though either. She needs a little bit to kind of just like process through everything. There's Asuka and Kairi now going after Rhea. Io's turning around. Oh, Io's running back. Oh, but Kairi's right behind you. Oh, now Kairi's in front of Io. Oh, there's the mist. We saw a similar scene to that last week with Rhea though, where Asuka like hit Rhea with the poison mist. Kairi just saved Asuka right there from Rhea, but Rhea's just going right for Kairi here. Again, I'm interested in this whole situation. This has been one of the highlights for me so far. I mean, Rhea and Io, they've been a highlight for me on this show since, well, the start of the year, right? But like this whole story with Kairi and Asuka in the mix, it's just gotten like even better. So I'm just, you know, enjoying all this. Oh no, Kairi. Oh, the elbow. But I mean, like, this is the kind of opening that just like is what wrestling's all about. You get a little bit of that emotion, you get the storytelling, you get the sneak attacks, you get a little bit of everything. And I'm here for it, to be honest. Man, what a start to the show. I'm giving all this a thumbs up. I can't really, you know, say anything else. Oh, this is awesome. I get get the stuff that's during the commercial breaks now. I get the context finally. Oh, this is amazing. I love this for me. But either way, this was a great start to the show, so I'm gonna give all this a thumbs up. Again, I'm just invested at this point with Kairi, Asuka, Io, and Rhea. Great start to the show, very personal. We had, like, of course, a little bit of a brawl moment going on there, and we had a good story. So, you know, it was a well-rounded start to the show, and it was something that wasn't the vision for once, so I'm more than okay with that. Alrighty, friends, we got Dominik Mysterio defending the Intercontinental Championship against Rusev. There's been so much tension within the Judgment Day at this point. We've been saying this like all year plus, I think. We need to be done with the Judgment Day. But it is interesting that people are cheering for Dom more, which is kind of interesting, of course. I think they've been really much more on his side, I feel like, since WrestleMania. But we've got Rusev challenging after, well, of course, just destroying Sheamus at Clash in Paris and, well, just making a name for himself. So that makes sense. It really stinks because I do want both of them to have this title, and I don't know who to cheer for. Like, obviously, Rusev just destroys everybody, but Dom's been winning me over this year. I always liked him, but, like, just having him on his own, doing his own thing, like, that's exactly what he needed. Like, we've been saying that for some time. Oh, Rusev just caught Dom. Oh, God, into the commentary table. Rusev is unfazed, and he looks angry. Well, we've got Dominik Mysterio back on the offense as we're back from the break, which is interesting because I get to see what's going on during the ads now, which is great. It's not the picture-in-picture nonsense. Dom with the counter right there. Dom with the counter. Oh, he's got him set up for the 619. But I sense that Rusev's going to catch him, right? Because, well, it's Rusev. Oh, yep, there he goes. I thought he was going to catch him, like, while Dom was going for that 619, not, like, just clotheslining the crap out of him like he did just now. I'm just concerned. Did you just see Rusev's face? I'm concerned at this point. Dom, just run at this point. Okay, right as I said that, he slid from underneath the bottom rope there. You can't blame Dom for getting outside the ring. I'm terrified of Rusev too. But I mean, like, he had the right idea there. He just shoved Rusev into the steps and took advantage of the situation. That makes sense to me. Okay, there's the 619. Okay, Dom, look at you. Look at you getting in all this good offense. That's the way to do it. I mean, you got to take down the big dudes, right? But I mean, listen to the people. They're naturally cheering for Dom here. They were cheering for him and everything, like, during the break. So I know I'm not just hearing things at this point. Okay, well, there goes the Machka kick. Oh, Dom kicked out. Oh, there goes Dom again. He's outside the ring once again. Can you really blame him? He's taking his titles and he's leaving. Rusev's like, nope, not at all. I sense those titles are going to be, well, an important role moving forward, right? Okay, the referee's got one of them. Dom got the other one. Oh! I see what you did there, Dom. I see what you did there. But the referee's not falling for it. What? Okay, why are we going after the referee? Oh, low blow. You mean to tell me that after everything that Rusev went through with Sheamus, that that's how he loses to Dom? Like, what? I'm just saying, we were here for Clash in Paris last month. Like, him and Sheamus destroyed each other, and, well, this happened. I mean, this was kind of a lose-lose situation on paper because neither one of these dudes could afford a loss, right? Like, on paper. But what a weird ending this was. We were having a good time, and then the ending was weird. I don't know how I feel about that. But either way, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up because Dom understood the assignment, as did Rusev, and again, outside of the ending, I enjoyed the match as a whole. Alrighty, friends, we got Bayley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Of course, we had a backstage segment with Bayley and Lyra, and Bayley was wearing Lyra's shirt, and it was a weird situation because Bayley went after Lyra last week, and they addressed that whole situation there again. Bayley's been undergoing a big character transformation and that sort of thing. Oh, nice elbow there from Bayley. Again, the women's division have just been crushing it. Matches, we're getting some stories over here. Like, this is great. This is great. I'm here for it. And Raquel's improved so much this year. I don't think we can deny that. And I like Raquel and Roxanne together. I know I keep saying it, but I do like them together. I feel like Raquel just does really well when she's with a team. Like, you know, she did really great with Liv. She's doing great with Roxanne. I don't know. I like it. It's just a natural fit. She understands her assignment. There we go. Oh, no, right to the outside of the ring. Bayley might be going for one more here. Nope. She's on the outside of the ring. Is she going for something else here? Yep. There goes Bayley with the baseball slide. She's gonna need a little bit more. There we go. I'm like, she's gonna need a little bit more momentum to take down Raquel there. Oh, but Raquel caught Bayley. Raquel caught Bayley. Oh, into the barricade. I nailed it. Okay, everything got like a minute or two behind, I think. But we are back from the break, and well, Bayley just hit the elbow, might have a pin. Nope. Roxanne was like just jumping around outside the ring, like, oh my god, this can't be happening. Or no, she didn't. She hit like a swanton, not an elbow. This is why I'm not in the ring. This is why I'm on my couch here. Oh, Lord. Oh, Raquel just caught Bayley after Bayley jumped off the top rope there. Good Lord. Oh, God, there goes the elbow from Raquel. Now that was an elbow. Raquel's like, no! Like really loud. Oh, figure four from Bayley. Okay, ref. Okay. You were like right there. How did you not see Roxanne? Oh, huge boot from Raquel. Oh man, that could be it for Bayley. All right, Raquel picks up the win. And again, like I said earlier, she's been really improving this year. I think, you know, she's been doing great and the match was good. And I think Raquel needed the win here. I mean, really both her and Bayley did, but it makes sense why Raquel won. Oh no, it looks like Roxanne's going after Bayley now. See, like, again, at least they're in a feud with each other, but still. All right, now we got Lyra coming out here. She's like, oh, seriously? Okay, I gotta go help the Bayley out, even though, well, we remember what happened last week. Oh no. Raquel just saved Roxanne there, seemingly enough. Oh, yeah, no, what a clothesline from Raquel. Good Lord. Oh, there goes, okay. And there go the knees from Roxanne to Lyra. Oh my god, Bayley's about to snap here. We saw this last week, except, well, Lyra got the wrath. If I'm Lyra, I'm staying on the ground and I'm not messing with anything at this point. Oh no, Bayley's looking at Lyra. I'm not even joking. Bayley's hair is like how my hair looks like during the summertime. Oh, I laughed at the same I laughed at the same time Bayley laughed. Lyra's so confused, and girl, same. I'm confused too. Did she just call Lyra an idiot? I don't know either. Lyra's like, what is even happening at this point? She's just like, I'm going with it. All right, well that just happened. The match itself was good. I'm interested to see where everything's gonna go with Lyra and Bayley moving forward. And yeah, I mean, Raquel just looked great in this match. I don't know how else to word it. And Bayley, you know you're gonna get a good match when you got Bayley in a match. So I'll give this a big old thumbs up. I enjoyed it. Alrighty, people. We've got LA Knight and Kofi Kingston, and this kind of got set up in the backstage area because LA Knight wanted a title opportunity, and, well, Kofi and Xavier, they were also, well, interrupting the conversation. Also important to note that during the little commercial break, that LA Knight was trying to go for a microphone, and then, well, the New Day kind of cut him off with the entrance and everything, so that all happened. The New Day, they've been aligned with Grayson Waller, and we don't know where he's at. Important to note, the New Day, they've been also feuding with Penta over the Mexican Destroyer situation, so that's been a whole thing. And also the Usos chit-chatted about LA Knight a little bit too, so we got some overlapping stories, sort of, kind of, that happen to overlap in this match here. Okay, thank you. We're addressing the losing streak. I was gonna say, I'm very suspicious about everything at this point. Although it is important to note that, like, obviously LA Knight's had the singles losses on Monday Night Raw and stuff. When it comes to these big title matches, they've been, like, primarily multi-man situations, right? So, like, he wasn't involved in those decisions. So he's not getting pinned in these multi-man matches from what I'm observing, but just getting pinned on the one-on-one matches. So that, I mean, that's a choice, but here we are, kids. Yeah, there was that thread, too, where, like, he just kind of got thrown through the commentary table. What was it, like 3 shows in a row or something like that? I don't remember what it was, but that was a whole thing. Oh, you know we can't trust this Tornado tag team match. You know we can't based on everything going on, right? Because Bron and Bronson Brigade, they were over on SmackDown this past week. And, well, the Usos have been talking crap about LA Knight, mostly Jay once again. Which, again, I'm suspicious of everybody on this show. Alrighty, Kofi just went outside the ring there, but Xavier's right behind him. I mean, you gotta give the people their money's worth when they're paying those ticket prices for front row seats. What was that? Xavier was just like, ah! I'm like, what just happened there? His reaction was hilarious there. Oh my god, that was great. Oh no. Okay, Kofi just drop kicked LA Knight. Okay. Oh, right to the post. Xavier didn't do anything in the match. Like, what? Okay, Kofi's got the momentum as we're heading into the break. You know what? The people in North Carolina were not the only ones watching what happened during the commercial break. See, this is what I'm talking about. I finally get the context so I can explain the lore. Xavier did at some point attack LA Knight outside the ring during the break, and that was pretty much what happened. Kofi's been primarily on the offense. All right, there goes Kofi from from the top rope there. Okay, there goes Xavier Woods. But I was gonna say, I thought Wade was supposed to be like the team captain of the LA Knight fan club. Like, what side are you on, dude? Like, it has been established in the lore and everything. Like, come on. Oh, Kofi with a kick. Kofi with a kick. Okay, well, Kofi just went outside the ring now. This is clearly gonna end well. And into the Prime drinks. Dude, I swear, Prime is getting to a point where, like, they've got a new flavor out, like, seemingly every other week. And I'm like, no wonder why your sales are hot garbage, because you're, like, oversaturating your own product. All right, we had a springboard and we had a neck breaker. Remember, kids, stay hydrated. Y'all, it was almost 90 degrees today. It got to 88 and it's like almost October. Oh, there's freaking Xavier. There, okay, there we go. Okay, LA Knight just took care of Xavier. That's great. Sneaky pin. Oh, Kofi tried to go for the ropes too. Oh, missed the trouble in paradise. Oh, Kofi countered. Oh, snap. Okay, yeah, that's it. Oh, see, there we go. Away from the rope. There we go. Okay, that was a very smooth finish. I mean, look at that. Like, Kofi, like, was trying to counter a back suplex of sorts, presumably, and then there you go, the BFT for the win. But, hey, we finally got LA Knight winning a singles match, so that's exciting. So, because of that, we're gonna give that a double thumbs up, because, again, the rule around here is basically, like, when LA Knight wins a match, it's an automatic thumbs up. But because, like, he quite frankly needed the win here and we had a good little match on our hands, we got a double thumbs up. So that's the logic. Alrighty, friends. We've got Seth Rollins out here all by himself. We had a little encounter in the backstage area with Becky Lynch. And he said that he has this. And so, well, hopefully he has this. But I'm assuming this probably has something to do with everything that went down with, like, Cody, Randy, and Bron and Bronson Brigade and Paul on Friday Night SmackDown. And, of course, Bron and Bronson Brigade, they're taking on the Usos, presumably the main event in that Tornado Tag Team match. All right, Seth's finally talking. I think we got to about, like, what, 2 minutes beforehand? We had to take a couple minutes of a pause just to let everybody just sing and chant. So, of course, Seth and Cody had that encounter last week, too, at the start of Raw. Seth, you need the win. You really do, and you have, like, all these people in your group. Like, come on. Man, for somebody that says he's not bothered by the L's, he is certainly bothered by the L's. Seth, I'm not even thinking about what's going on in the next 10 to 12 days, let alone the next 10 to 12 years. Oh, God, I'll be in my 40s by that point in 10 to 12 years. Well, okay, I'm 29 right now, so 39 to, what, 41? That would be 10 to 12 years. Not saying I'm rooting for Seth, but I understand that he just needs the win at this point. So we're fighting about who's the quarterback. Okay, like, I mean, we established all the lore last week, so it's like, it's bigger than that. Seth has the nerve to ask if we've lost our minds. I'm gonna plead the fifth. Haven't you been leading the future for like 10 years though, Seth? See, Seth's addressing it. Thank you. Haven't we had like multiple times where Seth's had like all these groups, right? Remember during the Panorama era? I think he had like Austin Theory in his group at one point. I don't know. That was a whole thing, but he's had several groups over the last so many years. Like, what was that? The Authority, then like the group that he was with like back in 2020. And well, now the Visionless Vision. Well, Vision, sort of. Not as visionless, but Seth, you became the very thing that you didn't want to become. Remember last year how you were going up against Roman and company and everything? Like, you're leading a faction, you're leading a vision, and you're trying to take over the company. And that's basically what Roman and company were doing, except they were like a full family. That's why people were into the bloodline for as long as they were, because that was a relatable story. And like, people are going to watch a show that has a family dynamic. We understand just how complicated families can get at times. Not like the toxic way, but more like, okay, this is why this happened. I don't have to agree with it. But like, people could relate to the story a little bit, even with more of like the bigger personalities and stuff, and you had all these characters that were coming out of that storyline. I'm more interested in Bron and Bronson Brigade and the Vision at this point. They've showed some personality. They destroyed people. I mean, they're understanding their assignment and then some. Seth and Paul have lost all sense of the plot. Cody didn't get any pyro, so that just happened. Cody said he was messy and dramatic. I mean, if the fans had control, we'd be like changing the ticket prices. So we don't have all the control, but we have some level of control. Listen, that is a whole thing about Mr. Ticketmaster. Y'all, Y'all, oh, just when I think Ticketmaster can't get any worse. We've never liked you, Ticketmaster. Thank you, Cody, for addressing Bron and Bronson, Brigade, and Paul on Friday. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, Paul's really the one that, like, is the through line in this whole situation here. Cody, Roman, Seth, like literally all the main event people at some point. Okay, so Seth said that he sent Bron and Bronson to SmackDown. Oh, Cody brought up how Paul brought up, well, Brock and that whole situation. Because we were thinking that, right? Because I'm like, why did Paul come out with Brock at WrestlePalooza when he's clearly with Seth and company now? See, I'm telling y'all, he's ready to jump ship. Like, we've been joking about it, but a visionless vision. But whose vision is it? I mean, it's technically Seth and Becky's, I think, if we've established this in the lore correctly, but I'm sure you're the reason why everyone's there, Seth, and not like, well, the at least 20 other people that we've had on the show tonight, but go on. I'm sure everybody in the crowd, they just love going to wrestling and they like a lot of people on the show. Like, that's how it works. You gotta have your favorites on each show. 20 years from now, I'm gonna be 49 years old. Yeah, remember, Seth was Cody's Shield at WrestleMania 40. But also Cody eventually would, well, team with Roman, although I kind of understand why he had to team with Roman at the time because of the situation at hand. I never got a friend vibe from Cody and Seth, like ever, even in the lead up to Mania 40. No, you both knew that you had to stop the bloodline, and in turn you had to stop Roman Reigns' title run. That was literally what happened. Don't be trying to rewrite history on me, Seth. We've been here. Seth is so bothered on this show. I know I say it every week, but my God. No, Seth, you are not rewriting any timelines. Not as long as I'm doing these reactions. You are not cleansing a timeline or whatever nonsense we're going on about. Isn't like cleansing the timeline a social media thing where you find like a cute puppy or something and like you like repost it or share it on your Instagram stories or whatever? Like, that to me is what I think about when I hear of cleansing the timeline. So I don't know what Seth's going on about at this point, other than I know that he needs the win and I simply cannot trust this match. But either way around, Cody, thank you for just calling out Seth and everything, and we appreciate you for that. Seth has gone off the rails per usual, but I mean, he did make some points there, but again, I'm not letting anybody rewrite our history here as long as I'm doing the reactions, and that's what I'm here for. So either way around, I'm still gonna give this a thumbs up because, again, I know that Seth needs the win a little bit more than Cody, but Cody was making a lot more sense here. So, I mean, this at least furthered things along, I think anyway, and I think it might set the tone for Crown Jewel. Could be totally wrong. Alrighty, friends, we got AJ Styles and Dragon Lee taking on Los Americanos, aka the Starbucks family, here on National Coffee Day. So that's a thing. Listen, I'm not one of those people that has like all the dates marked on the calendar, but you know what? I had a little email from Keurig that was like, hey, it's National Coffee Day. And well, I restocked up on my coffee accordingly. We've got the Americanos and oh my God, we just got to a commercial break. Wow, we weren't even a minute into that. Okay. I was yapping too much. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Okay, remember this, kids. We established that there were, what, 4 Americanos in the lore, technically? They're saying that there's only been 3, but no, I think there's 4. Because we had the original Americano, and I don't think any of these 3 are the original Americano. Plus, we pulled it up on Wikipedia. I think that was like last week or the week before. It was pretty recent. Oh, no. Okay, I don't know what just happened there. Listen, as ridiculous as this whole Starbucks situation is, at least we've got AJ Styles and Dragon Lee on our screen. And they had a whole promo and everything, but hey, listen, we get AJ Styles and John Cena at Crown Jewel. So there's that. The Americano families, so they're a full family. I'm pretty sure I heard during the ad break, like one of them had like a first name or something, but I don't remember. Okay, so one of these dudes is named Bravo Americano. I think somebody was named like Rhino or something. I don't know. That's what I heard during the break, okay? I'm trying to listen for the context. So Bravo Americano, Rhino Americano, oh my lord. El Grande Americano. Well, there's a 4th Americano in this whole thing. So like, we're missing one. I probably missed something. Well, AJ just hit the phenomenal forearm. Dragon Lee hit the kick. Oh, snap. I don't care. I like this little team with Dragon Lee and AJ together. They just seem to mesh really well so far. I don't know. I like them together. And they picked up a win. So, I mean, this match was short, sweet, and to the point. We established more of the Americano family. Their words on commentary, not mine. And yeah, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up because again, we understood the assignment here. Alrighty, friends, we've got the Usos versus Bron and Bronson Brigade. The Usos were right out of the gate going after Bron and Bronson, so that's a thing. Bron and Bronson Brigade still have their jackets on, so I mean, they literally didn't have time to, like, you know, go right after Jimmy and Jay or anything, and instead Jimmy and Jay went after the Brons, so that's what's going on here. This matchup happened because, well, I guess everybody got fed up with how it was handled at WrestlePalooza with LA Knight as the special guest referee, and of course the Usos are still very torn on LA Knight, and well, that's kind of the thread here. He's kind of involved in like everybody's business at this point, but like, I mean, everybody's been kind of after him for like the longest time. Our dude Paul Heyman's at ringside, just being Paul Heyman, all the yeets. Paul Heyman just looks so disgusted right now. He's like, oh my god. All right, well, there goes Bron Breakker going after Jey Uso inside the ring here. Okay, Bronson Reed going after Jimmy outside the ring. Okay, so the Brons are going after Jimmy now. Oh, there's Jay. Again, tornado tag team rules apply here, which means nobody has to tag in or tag out. It's just one big old free-for-all brawl. Which, I mean, to be fair, I feel like this would have been a little bit more of a, like, applicable situation, right, at WrestlePalooza, but I get it. It was like the Usos, like, first... No, it wasn't their first tag team match, was it? In a minute? Very suspicious. But either way, I wish we would have had that tornado tag team stipulation at WrestlePalooza. Made things a little bit more spicy and interesting. Oh no, Bronson Reed's got Jimmy. This can't be good. We're on the commentary table and everything. Oh no. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, we don't need anybody falling off the commentary table. That's not good. Oh no, Bron! Bron Breakker's right behind you! And there he goes, and the commentary table's down. Alrighty, friends, we are back, and well, Jay's getting destroyed in the middle of the ring. Jimmy's still outside the ring. Basically, during the break, it was pretty much the Brons just going after Jay. And that made sense, because, well, Jimmy, well... He went through the commentary table, so that happened. Oh, I think Jay was trying to get some offense in there, and well, Bronson Reed just put a pause to that. The menu of pain. I'm just concerned at this point, just hearing that. Okay, it looks like the people are standing up, so there we go. Jimmy's up on his feet. Took care of Bronson Reed there, because, well, I think Bronson was probably going to try to go for Tsunami, presumably. Paul Heyman's concerned, even though his team has been kind of dominating much of this matchup here. Oh, dang. He had some good air on that drop there and everything. Dude, I don't know what Jimmy Uso just did, but that alone just deserves a round of applause, just simply on the basis that, like, I don't think I expected it and I don't know what just happened. Well, I know what just happened, but, like, you get where I'm going with this. Oh, yeah, there's a spear from Bron Breakker. Bron, go for the pin! Dude, what are we doing? Go for the pin on Jay. You just hit your spear on him. Oh, I know that it's about sending a message. I get it, but, like, shouldn't you win the match and then send the message after the match? Okay, well, this explains it. Oh my god, Paul Heyman's face. See, this is what I'm saying. They should have went for the pin and then, like, went after them again, and then Roman Reigns could have went out after that. We've got the OTC back, so that's exciting. See, Wade Barrett's even bringing it up. They didn't even get the pinfall or anything, and it's no DQ, so, like, because it's tornado tag team rules, so there's no rules. Yeah, but, like, remember, Bronson Reed had a really good showing at Clash in Paris. He really did have a good match with Roman Reigns there. I really enjoyed that match. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, that's one way to take somebody out. Just get them into the crowd. All right, we got Bron Breakker. Oh, well, there goes Roman with the chair again. Well, Roman Reigns has been, like, going after the Vision, like, literally since, like, before SummerSlam, right? Because Paul Heyman turned on him and CM Punk to join Seth, and then the Vision kind of formed from that point, right? So, like, it goes back a little bit further. Jimmy got the super kick in, and Jay just got the spear on Bron Breakker, which, I don't know, I feel like if I got speared for Bron Breakker, I'd be out. I would be, like, cooked. I would be done. But again, they didn't go for the pin after that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Jay got the win here tonight. All right. I have a lot of questions about the logic, but, I mean, we've sort of articulated those accordingly. I still don't trust anything in this whole situation. If it's got anything to do with Roman Reigns or Paul Heyman or the Vision at this point, you can't trust it at all. All right, Roman Reigns is going after Bron Breakker even more now with the chair. The Usos are kind of just chilling in the background there, although Jimmy's just kind of looking on, and Jay's kind of like just rooting him on or something. I don't know. There we go. We got Roman and Jay with the handshake. Jimmy's kind of in the background. Again, we remember the tension from backstage earlier. It's like Jimmy's kind of like left out in this whole situation here. Trust nobody. Jay, we can't trust you at this point. Can't trust anybody on the show at this point, Jay. Roman, you two of all people know not to trust anybody. My God, what is happening? Then there's Jimmy in the background overhearing all this. Man, poor Jimmy. I'm on Team Jimmy in this situation here. He's just trying to do the right thing. Now, I understand that he technically turned on Jay to join Roman at first, right? Like, that whole thing happened like 2 years ago or whatever. But still, in this situation, I'm on Team Jimmy in this whole thing. He's making sense and, like, helping the right people out because of the common enemy thing and stuff like that. Again, we were kind of foreshadowing this thing. We've been kind of foreshadowing a little bit of a split, potentially again. I don't know, like we've been saying, we gotta keep our eyeballs peeled on Jay, especially now that Roman's back, but ever since that SummerSlam match, Jay has not been the same, my dudes. He has not been the same. But overall, this was a serviceable matchup. Again, like, the logic just, okay, I understand why. It was more of what happened after the match, but, like, yeah, I don't know where all of this is gonna go moving forward. Alrighty, friends. So overall, I thought this was a good episode this week. I really enjoyed the opening of the show with Io, Rhea, Asuka, and Kairi. Again, really highlighting everybody, just kind of where they're at in that whole situation. And it was personal, and, you know, you could tell the story was definitely there. There was a lot of passion, just emotions and everything. I loved it. It was like everything that I love in wrestling, right? You get a little bit of that emotion in there, you get the story, you get some interesting characters, and all four of them are good in the ring. And it gives everybody something a little bit fresh and different, and it continues, you know, all the lore between Kairi, Asuka, and Io, and of course everything going on with Rhea and Io as well. So I love it. It's something different, it's something fresh, I love it. Basically anything with the women's division, I'm pretty much behind at this point because, quite frankly, at least everyone's doing something that, like, kind of goes back to what they've been doing, like, earlier in the year, and I appreciate that. In terms of the overall matches, I don't think there was necessarily a bad match on the show tonight. Again, everything kind of had a purpose, right? We had, like, that one weird ending there with, like, Rusev and Dom, and I was like, okay, this just happened. And then, of course, the logic at the end with the tornado tag match, I was like, okay, I understand, but, like, why didn't you just go for the pin? I don't know. That might have been a me thing. But I did enjoy the matches overall. I didn't think there was a bad match on the card. Just, you know, some questionable moments, but I mean, everyone understood their assignment. Plus, LA Knight finally won a singles match. So hooray for that. We gotta take the wins where we can get them at this point. Either way around, I enjoyed this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode of Monday Night Raw down in the comments down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so that your notifications around here and that sort of thing. And again, if you haven't voted in the community tab poll, I highly suggest you do so that way, like, you know, you can let your voice be heard as to what we react to around here. Again, so far, at least at the time of recording this, Monday Night Raw seemed to be in the lead, and, like, we will dip into SmackDown from time to time. We just won't be doing the weekly reactions or anything like that. It just felt like a natural time to kind of take a step back and just focus on the one show and the premium live events again. Either way around, again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, go vote in the poll in the community tab, and I will see you all in the next one.